Alright guys, so we are going to show you how to set up your MyFitnessPal. So this is just as you enter, it will usually come up like this. What I want you to go is to more. You'll go all the way to the bottom, settings, profile, put in your stats. One thing to really note here is making sure that your units are on point there. Don't worry about goals there because we're going to set yours manually. So out of here, back into the main screen, and what we're going to do now is we're going to go goals, we're going to go custom protein fat, and this is where you'd put in your calories. So in here you can adjust the grams. You will have to upgrade to premium, and again guys, it is only a small amount of money per month. Would recommend upgrading to grams, and then you can change your grams around. I won't change them too much, I already messed it up on Matt, but let's pretend that you're on.
So that's your macros right there, guys.
Yeah.
So you can move your macros around. If we provided your macronutrient breakdown, this is where you'd set your goals. So each day you know roughly what you're trying to achieve.
Yeah, so let's assume that's a normal person, which is obviously more than most of you will be on. So I've set it. So here, don't take too notice of this one. This is where you can adjust daily goals if you are having different days. Back out of here. What I need to make sure as well though is that you have your exercise calories off. So what that is going to do, if you have it on, is add calories to your day depending on the exercise that you do. So we want that off. So then going back into your diary is where you will log your food. So here you can either have calorie focus or you can even focus on macros. I would suggest at the start of this, whilst you're getting used to it, is just calories. So here you'll have your goal, how much you have consumed. So then we go into logging something. So just making sure whatever you're logging is really accurate. There is going to be 1,000 different
brands.
Exactly, for what you
Entries.
want. So say if I'm having oats for breakfast and they're Uncle Toby's, just making sure that you are getting the right one or that you have scanned it in. So we would always suggest scanning first. So say if it is 60 grams, it would be 0.6 of 100.
Or you can change the serving size.
Exactly.
Just like that. So 1 gram's far easier.
And once you have done this for one thing, it will actually keep populating, so you won't have to keep searching for it. So then your Muscle Nation protein, which you would again scan in. So I'll use so this is a good example. This is not the serving size. You'll have to enter the serving size, which is 35 or 33. And then just making sure you're logging everything, so all your liquids as well. So there, now you have your breakfast. If you're having that every day, you can actually press this ... here and say save as meal. That's why I said the more that you use it, the better you become at it. And that's saved. So then if you're having that same meal here, just add food, meal 1. And then if you are going out or having something that has its calories on it, what you can do then is quick add its calories here, or you can even add its macros.
So that easy. Now, if you want to look at your breakdown at the end, you go down to the very bottom, nutrition tab, and then up the top you've got calories, nutrients, and macros. It breaks it all down into graphs. We usually refer to this one here, which is a pie chart, the macronutrient breakdown, and you can see how you're traveling throughout the day.
Exactly. So these are just little things that we may ask you to show us, is your calories or your macros, but usually it will update straight to the app anyway. So that's basically how you do it. If say I was going out for dinner tonight and I didn't know really what I was eating, but I knew that I was going out, I would always assign it an amount of calories. So I would always go more calories than necessary.
Yeah, going to go more. 600 calorie dinner. We don't know the macronutrient breakdown, but boom, at least the calories are accounted for.
Exactly. And then you can count back your day from there. So that is basically it, guys. And you can even see in graphs, how you weight, but that will be, that will be all in your app anyway. So that is basically how you set up your MyFitnessPal. Remembering the big things is turn exercise off. Don't look at calories burnt. Make sure your stats are all there. And yeah, track accurately. Also, one thing while we're here is, say if I'm having a steak and it's raw or if it's cooked, one database that we use a lot of is NutTab. So say if we're having a steak and I didn't have the packet, I would look at steak, NutTab. Or even I'll go one step better than that and I'll go rump, beef rump, lean raw, beef rump semi-grilled. So see the difference here in calories? This is what you need to be aware of. Whatever you're doing, you need to track it as that. So if I cooked it and weighed it cooked, I'd click that one. And then change it. So if it's 150 grams, 150 grams. Done.